guys, and welcome to the Ford Everest Platinum. That's a stonkingly good car. 3-liter V6 engine, massive screens on the inside.
Get it up there. Put that up on the big screen.
I'm going to show you around a bit. So for starters, this thing is absolutely massive. There's like this huge grille in the front, these massive daytime running LEDs. There's like running boards on the side. It's just huge. Like around the back here, there's space for days, cool lights. It says Platinum on the front and the back. It's just an incredibly big car. And I'm going to show you all the cool stuff over there now. So the other thing this has got is like completely automated tailgate, and there's a whole bunch of like really cool automated bits on this car. Like for instance, that out of the way, there are two buttons here. You press those back seats go up automatically, which is pretty swanky. The best part is it's like a 7-seater. So you got 2 seats in the front there, you got this back row over here, and then you got this very back row over here. As I said, like you press a button, it goes up, it goes down. And it just creates like an enormous amount of boot space in the back of the Everest, which I think is pretty cool.
Go to room 7, get the dead guy and put all of his stuff and the body in the trunk of his car.
Right, so let's have a look at all the cool bits on the inside. So first off, that screen, kind of big there. This screen does a cool song and dance sometimes when it starts up.
All right, time for the song and dance. What does that smell?
Lots of beeping. But this screen is just enormous. Okay, so on the outside here, you have these cool daytime LEDs. And they've got this massive U-shaped, C-shaped thing right around the side of the lights. And they stand out and they're so cool, along with this massive grille. You also have these like absolutely killer 21s. I think you can get a 22 option, not 100% sure, but they're killer. Front and back. Back is massive. You've got cool lights, platinum badges everywhere. This car was like so cool. Painted black, put chrome spinners on it. Promise you, it's a gangster car. Okay, let's talk about what this thing drives like for a minute. Pretty good, actually. It's got a 3-liter V6. It's got 184 kilowatts and many Newton meters. It goes like a stabbed rat. It's very big though. Like, it's very big. When I say it's very big, I mean like it's very big. So sometimes in the corners and on narrow roads like this, it can get quite scary. It's such a comfortable drive. It's easy to drive despite being big. Did I mention it was big? And with the off-road system, there's like deep wading depth, I think 800 millimeters. So you can drive through rivers and over rocks. It's got all kinds of off-road modes and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So it's a pretty versatile car if you want to drive around town. It's pretty versatile if you want to go off-road. You can drive this anywhere except small spaces. But you're probably not going to go in small spaces if you have a car like this. Okay, so quick crash course on the inside. There's a massive screen over there. Lots of messages that pop up all the time. But anyways, so a massive screen over there, trip computer. You can change that to display a whole bunch of stuff. You got your sort of fuel gauge over there, a couple of temperature gauges. Turbo pressure over there, speed, revs, blah, standard stuff, but all on a very cool digital screen. You've got cruise control on the Platinum with radar guided or adaptive cruise control, volume controls, all that kind of stuff. Pretty standard across the range all over here. Then you have this screen. So it's 12 inches kind of corner to corner, but it's quite narrow. It's huge. When you connect CarPlay, actually let's show you. If you connect CarPlay, then CarPlay actually just sits in like this gap over here. It doesn't take up the whole screen. At the bottom, you still have all your aircon controls. You've got some aircon controls here. There's a volume knob. Despite having a screen as big as the earth, you have a volume knob. That's a winner, absolute winner. Tons of sort of car features. You tap there, the menus change. You've got some sick cameras on this thing as well. So you obviously have your front camera, your top-down camera, and because the screen's so big, you can kind of have both of them there at the same time. That's really cool. There's a whole bunch of different camera angles and options and front and back and blah blah blah, but it's all built into the screen. It's all very, very cool. What is interesting too is that these air vents have these kind of little hexagon type shape thingies here. So the center console here is sort of standard cup holders. Oh, you also have these cool cup holders over there. Bing! And there's one on the side over here. So you press that and then you have an extra cup holder there in addition to the cup holders there. You have USB-A and USB-C cables down there. You've got an inductive charging mat over there. You've got this cool gear lever. But check this cool trick out. Let's just get this cable out the way. You check this cool trick out, right? If I kick that into drive, and I've been driving, blah, 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 and I get to where I stop, and I leave it in drive, and at the same time, I switch the car off, that thing moves itself into park. How cool is that? That's like, when you're that idiot that constantly turns your car off when it's in drive, instead of like beeping at you and shouting and telling you that you're an idiot, it just goes to park for you. Speaking of, every single car I've ever had that has a keyless entry comes with a key, and you kind of want to jab it in the ignition entrance thing where you've started cars since you were like 18, and there's nothing there. There's like a button hidden on the side here or over there, or the seat on the roof or some weird place. What Ford did here is they put the start button where the ignition key would normally go. So you get in, foot on the brake, hit that, and the car starts up. So everybody who's driven in the car with me has tried to get out the car at some point because, well, obviously they had to because they're not here anymore. But they tried to get out the car and they were like, there's no handle, because check this out. If you look at the door like this, there is actually no handle. It's like grab handle here, space there, there's no way to open the door. It's in there. How cool is that? I love little details like that. Open and close, open and close. It's quite cool. Oh, check the sunroof. Interestingly, there is a button here that actually says vent on it. When you press vent, it just kind of lifts the sunroof just a little bit at the back there. Oh, no, closed. Open. No, not that one. No, go closed. Yeah, these buttons can't be that complicated. There we go. No, go open. Oh, you hold it in. And then it basically just opens like a vent up here for you. And then you have a vent.